Today, we got Beast taking on Kraven the Hunter. Who wins? Well, let's find out. A founding member of the X-Men, Dr. Hank McCoy is a mutant, possessing animal-like strength and agility. Despite being covered in blue fur and resembling a ferocious beast, Hank possesses an astounding intellect and a superb wit. He is currently helping run the Jean Grey School, while also serving alongside the Avengers. When Hank was just a human, he could only lift around 1 ton. But when his mutation advanced and his appearance became altered, he could lift 10 tons or more. He's broken through the hull of a celestial ship, flipped Juggernaut into the ground, and Beast actually has impressive striking power as well. He caused slight tremors by slamming the ground, destroyed walls with his punches, and easily tossed soldiers to the side. Beast is also superhumanly durable, as he's taken punches and attacks from Sentinels, Blob, Ghost Rider, and even the Juggernaut. He's also taken attacks from Cyclops and his Optic Blast, withstood electrical and sonic attacks, and Beast even has a slight healing factor as well. Like he's recovered from slashes from Wolverine and gunshot wounds, and been relatively fine afterwards. But where Beast really shines has got to be his speed and agility. He's dodged attacks from World War Hulk, outmaneuvered Gambit, who is already incredibly agile, and attacks so fast that he just looks like a blur. He's dodged missiles from Iron Man, caught Hawkeye's arrows with his toes. He's avoided gunfire on countless occasions, and Wolverine has even remarked on just how fast he is. On top of all that, Beast is easily one of the greatest acrobats in the Marvel Universe. He's also incredibly skilled in combat and a highly trained fighter, as he has fought against Wolverine, Sabretooth, and Captain America. Is able to perfectly utilize his speed, strength, and agility in combat, and has even shown he's able to use nerve pinches and pressure points in combat. Beast is also one of the absolute smartest men in the Marvel Universe, being an expert in genetics, biochemistry, and medicine, but also being highly skilled in physics, engineering, and technology. Then, in the other corner, we got Kraven, a famous big game hunter who became a mercenary and later developed an intense obsession with restoring honor to his name. Kraven has been known as a major threat for Spider-Man and wants to leave a legacy during his demise. Kraven is a very skilled and experienced hunter, and his abilities are world-renowned, to where he might truly be the world's greatest hunter. Kraven had the ability to keenly study his prey, to find any weakness before making an attack, and because of this, he could fight even the most dangerous animals all by himself. He gained his hunting experience on the African safari, but he's able to analyze any type of environment in order to use it as an advantage over his prey. He's just at home as in urban areas like New York City, as he is in the uncharted areas of the Savage Land. Kraven developed a fighting style that solely focuses on capturing and maintaining advantage over an opponent. And I know it kinda seems like common sense to capture and maintain an advantage over your enemy, but Kraven would spend the entire fight looking for that singular advantage, and then continuously exploit it. He's also infamous for his nerve punch, that could even paralyze superpowered opponents. Then, on top of his fighting skill, Kraven is also an expert in all hunting equipment, although he prefers more tribal hunting equipment like spears, shields, and axes, as opposed to more conventional weapons. Kraven was just a normal human, but after digesting a special herb, he was able to lift roughly 2 tons, run up to 60 miles per hour for short sprints at a time, and it even heightened his senses. Kraven is big on hunting out of honor, so his gear consists of more tribal weaponry, like the Bantu War Club, javelins, bolos, hunting nets, machetes, bowie knives, blowguns, and a custom-made gauntlet that's made from animal claws. So who wins? Well, let's break it down. Now, what I really like about this fight is that Kraven is the ultimate hunter. Like, the hunter in the Marvel Universe, and spends most of his time hunting or fighting Beast. And here he is going up against Hank McCoy, otherwise known as the Beast. I just really like that wordplay there. However, even with that, and the fact that Kraven spends a lot of time hunting Beast, doesn't mean they can bring down the Beast. I mean, even though Hank is more of a scientist than a fighter, he is still a tough guy to bring down. For starters, he's physically superior to Kraven in pretty much every area. I mean, you could argue that Beast is almost on the same level as Spider-Man when it comes to strength. Old Big Blue is strong enough to rip through steel, rip apart Apocalypse's equipment and weapons, and then beat him with it. He can tear through tanks, and can even clap his hands and cause shockwaves capable of shattering concrete. I mean, Beast has even gone up against and flipped around the Juggernaut before. And while that might seem like it's just a writer doing something stupid, Hank has done it like 5 or 6 times throughout the years. So it's actually a pretty consistent showing for him. Beast is also superhumanly durable, being unharmed by swats from Sentinels, is back on his feet shortly after being smashed into the walls by Ghost Rider, has withstood optic blasts from Cyclops and slashes and stabs from Wolverine, and Beast has even taken strikes from Juggernaut and World War Hulk. But where he really shines is his speed and agility. He's caught missiles or Hawkeye's arrows with his toes, has dodged Wolverine's strikes and Archangel's pinions, avoided blasts from Iron Man, and he's dodged countless gunshots and even threw a piece of rubble in order to block a bullet. He's one of the most agile characters in the Marvel Universe, and is able to easily flip around and pinball all over the place, taking out enemies as he does it. One time, he even made his way through a floating minefield that had taken out all the rest of the Avengers, proving himself superior to the whole rest of the team when it came to agility. He's also able to use his speed and agility against other fast and agile characters, like when he made Gambit essentially look like a statue, while Hank just leaped and dodged all around him. However, even though Beast is physically superior, Kraven is very impressive. Like, shockingly impressive. He's fought head on a Tigra, who's able to lift 10 tons just like Beast, and he's even overpowered Spider-Man for a bit. He's dodged lightning from Storm, dodged shots from Deadpool, and projectiles from Black Panther, and has been able to battle against and tag Spider-Man, Scarlet Spider, and Agent Venom on multiple occasions, and has even reported that he moves faster than the eye can follow, and looks just like a blur. He's also pretty much superhumanly durable. He's taken blows from Spider-Man and just smiled. This was after Kraven had buried Peter in the ground for 2 straight weeks, so it's understandable that Peter was pretty pissed and wasn't holding back against Kraven. But then recently, he's taken multiple punches from the Hulk, then Hulk threw him way up into the air. That didn't kill him. So yeah, even if Beast is physically superior, Kraven is impressively strong, fast, and durable. On top of that, Kraven is definitely the much better fighter than Beast. And that spells trouble for Hank. Now, that's not to say that Beast isn't a skilled fighter. He's fought against Wolverine, Sabretooth, Nightcrawler, and Captain America, who are incredibly skilled fighters. However, a lot of Beast's training is mainly about using his powers better. He's not as proficient in things like technical knowledge, the timing of attacks, knowing when and where to strike, things like that. Basically, martial arts. And that's why Beast has consistently struggled against more skilled fighters, even if he's physically superior. I mean, even in his fight with Captain America, Steve put him down pretty easily, even while Hank is physically superior. And Kraven is definitely more skilled than Beast. I mean, Kraven has given good fights to Black Panther and Captain America in the past, who are easily two of the most skilled fighters on Earth. And he's even dropped Daredevil in 2 moves. Kraven also has plenty of experience punching above his weight class, and fighting people who are physically superior to him. He took down Vermin, a villain who before had required both Captain America and Spider-Man to defeat. And he's fought against and beaten Spider-Man, Scarlet Spider, and Agent Venom, who are all faster and stronger than Beast. And they also really rely on their speed and agility in a fight. And he's taking them down. And on top of that, Kraven doesn't just fight hand to hand, but is always packing weapons when he goes on the hunt. He has nets that Spider-Man has struggled to break free of, and he has a war club that can break through metal. But what I really want to focus on is something that we haven't really talked about: Kraven's poison and drugs. He's hit Tiger with a poison and it dropped her in seconds. His poison has made Spider-Man's muscles stiffen to where he couldn't move, and it knocked him out. And they've even affected Agent Venom, who's normally immune to toxins, and Black Panther, who's able to meditate and will the poison out of his system. So if Beast is hit by a poison, he should go down fairly quickly. And considering that Kraven has the kind of accuracy that allows him to hit the characters listed above, I'm saying he can hit Beast as well. So who wins? Well, I gotta say Kraven. Beast is a tough guy to bring down, but he's really not bringing anything unique to the fight that Kraven hasn't already seen before, the likes of Spider-Man. And I also gotta add that Spider-Man is physically superior to Beast in pretty much all regards. On top of that, Kraven is so durable now that Beast is going to have a real tough time bringing him down. Kraven is a superior fighter, and Beast has struggled with high skilled fighters in the past, and Beast really is no direct counter for Kraven's weapons, and especially his toxins. Finally, Beast isn't much of a fighter, and so he might not push himself to do what needs to be done in order to win the fight. Kraven will. Kraven the Hunter wins. But what do y'all think? I would love to hear your thoughts, so sign off in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe button. More videos, just one every single weekday. And I'll see you next time.